What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Phil Channel. Back here bringing another video. Now today, I have another after show / review / recap of WWE show. Tonight is Monday Night Raw. Now I'm gonna seem more energetic because it's not like 1 in the morning like yesterday with Mania. So today we have Monday Night Raw. So let's get right into it. Now this was the Raw after Mania, which means it's kind of known for like rowdier crowds and some kind of like returns and debuts, stuff like that, big shockers. They referred to a lot tonight as being the new season or the new year, kind of like after Mania. They just kind of like restart, I guess. And then next week we will have the Superstar Shake-Up on Raw and SmackDown. Kind of interested to see what they do with that because there was so many returns and debuts tonight that I just had no idea. But without further ado, let's get right into it. We started off the show with Stephanie McMahon and Ronda Rousey in the ring. And, like, they were kind of like trucing, like being friends. And then, boom, Ronda Rousey grabs Stephanie and then throws her on the ground, grabs her arm, and re-breaks her arm or, like, continues to break it more. I have no idea if it was already broken or not. And then we moved on to another women's segment where Nia Jax was like in the ring saying, "Oh, I'm so glad I knew I could do it. I proved all my haters wrong by winning the title." And that kind of thing. Like Bliss Mickie James came out, and then Ember Moon's music hits. Ember Moon comes running into the ring. She teams up with Nia Jax to take on Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. Great debut for Ember freaking Moon. I can't believe she's on the main roster. She deserves to be here. And I'm glad she found her place. Now, she looked good in the ring. It's just when she springboarded off the ropes and almost killed Alexa Bliss, that was just crazy to me. But then the next match was No Way Jose coming down to the ring with his Fiesta, which that's great. Again, another NXT face. Great to see. And it's No Way Jose. I feel like he's deserved to come up for a while now. And now that he's up, I can't wait to see what he does while he's up there. Of course, he just faced a jobber and beat him no problem. Now, the next was a backstage segment. Nicholas and Braun Strowman returned the tag team titles to Kurt Angle and said, "Yo, Nicholas has school that he has to finish. Here, have the belts." And then Kurt Angle was all, "Well, you know what? Let's just have a tag team eliminator." Which is basically just like a tournament, and the winner faces the Bar at Saudi Arabia's greatest WrestleMania, I believe it's called, for the titles. I don't know. And then we moved right into the first match of this tag team eliminator. We had the Revival versus the Club, my two favorite tag teams on Raw at the moment. And the Rival won. It was an okay match, but it's whatever. I was wishing for the Club to win, but Revival's okay as well. Then the next segment was Seth Rollins in the ring, gloating about him winning the title. Finn came out, Miz came out. They both kind of interrupted him, saying like, "Hey, I want a shot. Hey, I want a shot." That type of thing. Hits, and here comes Jeff freaking Hardy. And this kind of planted the seeds for the main event, which was a 6-man tag with Finn Balor, the Seth Rollins, the Intercontinental Champion, and Jeff Hardy versus Miz and the Miztourage. We'll get into that later. And then the next match was Sasha Banks versus Mandy Rose, I believe it was. I don't know, it was one of the Absolution people. And Bayley came out as support for her. And it turned out Bayley ended up just costing her the match in the end. So their feud is still going on, and then it got really, really sad from there. I knew with all the new faces we were seeing, someone had to leave, and Paige made her retirement speech. It was sad and depressing, but overall, thank you, Paige. You've been great to us all, and good luck in your future endeavors for sure. So next, we kind of got the beat up with Elias. I didn't think anything of it. I was playing Supercard on my phone. I figured, okay, it's just a regular Elias segment. And a music case. I was like, who's that? maybe it's like Lars Sullivan or something from NXT. It's Bobby freaking Lashley. Bobby Lashley comes to the ring and just freaking destroys Elias and goes to the back. I don't know how Elias is like still like kind of over with the crowd a little bit. Like they still cheer him and somehow we still like him, even though he jobs to people. Like I don't understand this whole Elias, because like 1 week WWE's pushing him, and then the next week he's jobbing. Like okay, WWE, you need to pick a side. Either push him in or leave him for absolutely nothing. Now, we had another Kurt Angle backstage segment. And I just want to ask, why is every time we go back there, he's on his phone, and then he says, okay, someone just came in, I'll have to call you back. And then he just puts his phone in his pocket. He never hits end call, or he never looks like he hits the power button. He just puts it right into his pocket. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. But that's what I noticed. And so it just kind of bothers me. Come on, WWE, make it a little bit realistic, please. But in the back, it was Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn all dressed up in nice suits. And they're like, Kurt, can we have a job? And Kurt's like, I don't know. I don't have any room for you guys. I heard TNA's hiring. Maybe you guys should go over there. And that was crazy to hear. And he's like, you know what? I have one spot open. You guys can go have a match for it, and we'll see what happens. And so they both left, and they got ready for their match. So then the next match, we went to Rhino and Heath Slater out in the ring holding an open challenge. Now, everyone in the crowd was chanting AOP, and I was like, no way, they're going to come on SmackDown to face the Bludgeon Brothers. I was wrong. AOP showed up to a huge pop. They went and they squashed the Rhino and Heath Slater, just like we all thought they were going to. And then after the match, they were like walking up the ramp. Then they pushed Ellering, well, not like push, like physically aggressive push, but kind of like nudged him away and left him at ringside. So I don't know if like this is gonna build to they don't need him, and then Ellering's gonna go find bigger and better wrestlers to come fight the Authors of Pain. I have no idea how that's gonna turn out, but I hope that's the storyline that's gonna go forward. And so yeah, that was pretty cool. But Roman Reigns comes out next, and he's all like anti-authority. Oh, they're screwing me over. They're not telling me about my matches, and making excuses for why he lost to Brock. And then the freaking goat comes out. Samoa Joe comes out. It's like, shut up. You're being a little baby. Shut your mouth. Your mom is gay. And just roasted the crap out of Roman Reigns. And it was the greatest thing ever. And then he's like, you know what? Once Brock Lesnar's done beating you up, I'm gonna choke you out at Backlash. Or he's like, I'm gonna put you to sleep at Backlash. So that's pretty cool. And then somehow, to slow the momentum back down, we went back to Titus Worldwide in the ring. And they were scheduled to face like a mystery opponent, and it turned out to be the Woken Warriors, Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. Now, they kind of explained what happened a little bit more than what I said on the after show, I believe it was, for WrestleMania. They said that Bray Wyatt was thrown into the lake of reincarnation, and it cleansed him of Sister Abigail. What? That is absolutely crazy. But you know they won, and I don't think that match. Maybe it was. I think that match was for the tag team eliminator, and the AOP match wasn't. So then the next match was Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. We thought this was going to be a good match. You know, it's the constant, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens match. Like, they always put on a great match, and we expect this one to be no different. But the way this one ended was kind of screwy. It ended in a draw because neither men could get to the feet by the count of 10. So I don't know how that's going to work out at all. Maybe they should go to TNA. I don't really watch TNA, but you know what? If they go there, it's on my DVR. The next match we had, the main event, which is a 6-man tag with Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Jeff Hardy versus The Miz and The Miz Taraj. Nothing special really happened here. It was just Jeff Hardy's return. He looked great. And then at the end, they all ended up beating up The Miz Taraj, all the good guys. Well, guys, there you have it. There was the Raw review / recap. I don't really know what to call this. This is just kind of like my thoughts and opinion and review of what happened on Monday Night Raw and for April 9th, 2018. Hopefully you all did enjoy it. I do thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.